The workout that changes your body isn't always the workout you enjoy. It's the workout you almost skipped. It's the workout you wanted to cancel. It's the workout where you stood there thinking, not today. Those are the moments that separate people who talk about getting in shape from people who actually transform, because anybody can train when they're motivated. Anybody can train when they're energetic. Anybody can train when they slept 8 hours, had a perfect day, and feel unstoppable. But what happens when you're tired? What happens when you're stressed? What happens when your motivation disappears? That's when the real training begins, not just for your body, for your mind, because the gym is not a place where you simply build muscle. It's a place where you learn to control yourself. And if you can't control yourself when you're tired, distracted, or uncomfortable, then your goals will always be controlled by your emotions. Think about how dangerous that is. You say you want a powerful body, but every time you don't feel like training, you obey that feeling. You say you want discipline, but you only work when you're motivated. You say you want results, but you keep choosing comfort whenever the process becomes difficult. That's not discipline. That's dependence on emotion. And your emotions don't care about your goals. Your emotions want comfort right now. Your future wants results later. That's the battle. Every time you enter the gym when you don't feel like it, you're choosing your future over your feelings. And that choice makes you stronger, not just physically, mentally. Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust with yourself. And every time you break that promise, you teach yourself that your word means nothing. That's why showing up matters so much. Maybe today's workout isn't your strongest. Maybe you lift less weight. Maybe your energy is low. Fine. You don't need every workout to be legendary. You need to keep showing up. Because consistency isn't built on perfect days. It's built on terrible ones. The days when motivation is gone. The days when your body feels heavy. The days when nobody is watching. The days when you could easily make an excuse and nobody would know. Those days reveal who you really are, because discipline doesn't need an audience. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't need someone telling you how impressive you are. Discipline says, I said I would do it, and then it does it. That's the mindset you need. Stop asking yourself, do I feel like training? That's the wrong question. Ask, what did I commit to? There's a massive difference. One question gives your emotions control. The other gives you control. And don't misunderstand me. Training when you don't feel like it doesn't mean ignoring genuine injury, illness, or the need for recovery. That's not toughness. That's stupidity. Real discipline means knowing the difference between discomfort and damage. If you're injured, recover. If you're exhausted because you genuinely need rest, recover. But if you're simply looking for an excuse because you'd rather sit on the couch, get your shoes on, walk through the door. Start warming up, because most of the time, the hardest part isn't the workout. It's starting. You don't need to feel motivated before you move. Movement can create motivation. Get to the gym, put your headphones on, start the first set, then the next, and suddenly, you're working. The voice that said, don't go, becomes quieter, and the voice that says, keep going, gets stronger. That's how you train your mind, one decision at a time, one uncomfortable moment at a time, one completed workout at a time, and eventually, something changes. You stop seeing the gym as something you have to force yourself to do. It becomes part of who you are. You become the person who trains, not when it's convenient, not when people are watching, not when you feel inspired, because it's who you are. That's identity, and identity is powerful. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm trying to get fit, you're still negotiating. But when you start thinking, I'm someone who doesn't skip because of an excuse, your decisions change. You don't have to fight yourself every day. The behavior becomes normal. That's how transformation happens. Not through one insane workout, not through 1 week of extreme motivation, through hundreds of ordinary decisions. That's the part nobody wants to hear. There's no magical workout coming. There is no perfect Monday. There is no secret supplement that's going to replace discipline. There is only the work, again and again and again. You train, you recover, you eat properly, you sleep, you show up, you repeat. And while you're repeating, your body is changing, your strength is increasing, your confidence is growing, your standards are rising, and one day you look in the mirror and realize you're no longer the person who started. But here's the best part. The biggest transformation isn't what people see. It's what happened inside your head. You learn that you can do difficult things. You learn that discomfort doesn't automatically mean stop. You learn that being tired doesn't mean you're incapable. You learn that motivation is unreliable. But discipline can be trained. And once you learn that lesson in the gym, you can take it everywhere. You can use it at work, in business, in your studies, in your relationships, in every goal you've been postponing. Because the gym teaches you a brutal truth about life. You don't get rewarded for what you intended to do. You get rewarded for what you actually did. Nobody cares how badly you wanted the body. The body responds to what you repeatedly did. Nobody cares how much you wanted to become stronger. Strength responds to training. Nobody cares how motivated you were on Monday. Your results come from what you did when Monday's motivation disappeared. That's why you need to stop chasing motivation. Build discipline instead. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the engine. Motivation gets you excited. Discipline gets you through the boring days. Motivation makes you start. Discipline makes you finish, and the people who transform themselves understand this. They don't have more motivation than you. They simply stopped allowing temporary feelings to make permanent decisions. So the next time you don't feel like training, remember why you started. Remember the person you're trying to become. Remember the promises you've made to yourself, then make the decision. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Get up, get dressed, walk into that gym. And don't worry about having the perfect workout. Just show up and do the work you're capable of doing, because every time you train when you don't feel like it, you're not just building muscle, you're building proof. Proof that you can control your actions, proof that you can keep promises, proof that you can move forward even when your emotions tell you to stop. And eventually that proof becomes confidence, that confidence becomes discipline, that discipline becomes identity, and that identity becomes your life. So when your mind says, I don't feel like it, don't panic. That's not a command. It's just a feeling, and feelings pass. Your goals remain, your commitment remains, your future remains. So train. Train when you're motivated. Train when you're tired. Train when nobody notices. Train when the results are slow. Train when you doubt yourself. And especially, train when you don't feel like it. Because the version of you that you want to become is built on the days when the old version of you wanted to quit. Don't wait for motivation. Become the person who doesn't need it.